Hi, it's Rosie, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make these homemade banana pudding cupcakes completely from scratch. Okay, so we're going to start off with our butter, and we're going to pour the butter or add the butter into our big mixing bowl here. And now I'm going to grab my handheld mixer and I'm going to just whip it up until it's nice and fluffy. And now I'm going to pour in some granulated sugar. Once the sugar is in there, I'm going to start adding in my vanilla extract. And I always use pure vanilla extract. I'm not a fan of imitation vanilla. Next, I'm going to start adding my eggs, but I'm only going to add 1 egg at a time. And by the way, all of my ingredients are at room temperature. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please take the time to do so at youtube.com/LadyRosie1983. And while you're here, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. So I have some sour cream and some whole milk. I'm going to combine those two ingredients and I'm just going to mix them until they're nice and smooth. And in this bowl, I have some cake flour. I'm going to start adding some baking powder and some salt along in that bowl, and I'm just going to sift everything until it's well combined. Let's head back over to our wet ingredients, and we're going to start adding in our dry ingredients, but we're going to alternate adding the dry ingredients with our milk and sour cream mixture. So just mix everything until it's well combined. And off camera, I did mash a couple bananas, and at this time, I'm going to add the bananas into my batter here. So now you can either fold it in or you can mix it in like I'm doing. Just be sure not to overmix. And once everything is nice and smooth like this, we are ready to fill up our cupcake cups. So I'm only going to add in about 1/4 cup of batter into each of our cupcake cups. And then once everything is good and ready to go, we're going to head over to our oven. Now don't forget, if you want the exact measurements, the recipe can be found at iHeartRecipes.com, and we're going to bake these cupcakes on 325 for about 15 to 20 minutes. When the cupcakes are done, you're going to remove them from the oven. You're going to let them cool completely, and now we're ready to decorate. So I'm going to scoop out a little of the cupcake. Well, you want to get the middle, but don't go all the way through. Just go halfway. Just scoop that on out. And off camera, I did prepare this banana cream jello pudding. It's a cook and serve. And with that pudding, I'm going to fill the centers of my cupcakes. I'm going to use my Wilton tip, and I'm just going to pipe that pudding on in the middle of the cupcakes. And I also want to put a little of the pudding on top of the cupcakes as well. On top of the pudding, I'll add some Cool Whip, but you can use whipped cream if you want. And we're going to top this off with some Nilla Wafers, and that is it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and visit me every Sunday and Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.